This video will walk you through using your calculator to estimate the difference between two population proportions. We have let population 1 refer to math and population 2 refer to writing in the example that we were doing before. As a quick heads up, which I'll say again in the classroom examples, normally we do not do the same problem as a hypothesis test and a confidence interval, but for the purpose of getting enough practice, this textbook and the author has asked that you do each method, and you're basically just showing that you get the same result each time. So we're going to go through and select the stat feature. We're going to go over to tests. Now we just did 2prop-z tests, so we're going to need to do 2prop-z int for a confidence interval. Let's hope my finger stays steady here as I scroll down, looking to 2prop-z int. Mine's option B. I'll go ahead and select it. Now, if you're doing parts A and B in the problems in the section back to the back, you're going to find that your values for x1, n1, x2, and n2 are already entered in. The calculator doesn't know, so if they're not in there, you have to still enter them in. So I'll just go ahead and take a look here as I'm scanning them. These do appear to be the same numbers. Now we get to the confidence level, and I want to go to this reminder line right here. Okay, I've highlighted it on your screen. If this is a two-tailed test, the confidence level is 1 minus alpha. Now, if this is a one-tailed test, the confidence level is 1 minus 2 alpha. So let's go back up to this problem here. And we're talking about testing the claim the students who place higher in math is different than. Different than is a not equal to sign, and not equal to signs on the alternative are two-tailed tests. So that means we're going to enter 1 minus alpha. And since alpha was given as 1/100th, as I scan back up to the problem, we're going to do 1 minus 0.01 right on this line. And watch what happens when you press the down arrow. It converts it to your confidence level you need. Then we'll go ahead and calculate. Now, please understand that this is going to be, let's get this summary down here further. This summarizes what we have. And what we're going to notice is that this is proportions, so we're going to round to 3 significant digits in this situation. So that's why these boundaries have been rounded that way. Again, here's P1 hat and P2 hat. Please notice that this is a difference between two proportions, an estimate for that difference. So what we're estimating is the difference between proportion 1, the place higher in math, minus proportion 2, the place higher in English. So when you go to modify your 3 phases here, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to make sure that you understand you're 99% confident that the difference between the population proportions who placed higher in math minus the proportion of students who place higher in writing is between those numbers. And then we're going to use these phase 2 hints as our guide as we go through. So if your difference is 0 or 0's in between like this situation, they're relatively the same. If your difference is positive, that means the first number tends to be larger. If your difference is negative, the second number tends to be larger. Please make sure you've read through this as you move to your classroom examples and other problems in the section. This concludes this video.